ever feel guilty for not finishing your to-do list? Do you feel like you didn't do anything today, this week, or even this month? Do you often doubt yourself whenever you plan something? Everyone manages productivity differently. There isn't one correct system. But I learned that if my method is making me feel guilty or draining my self-trust, then it's probably not the correct one. Sometimes I think I'm lazy, and sometimes I think maybe I am doing enough and just burnt out. That's why the first thing I learned is to visualize what I've actually done. Most people say you should cross things off to feel accomplished, but the truth is we don't focus on what we crossed off, but on what's still left. So here's what I started doing. If I don't finish a task, I move it to another realistic day, and I only keep the task I completed on that day. This way, at the end of the day or the week, I only see what I did and not what I failed to do. It's simple, but it really works. Just make sure you don't move a task to a day that's already full. Treat every moved task like a new task that you're gonna delegate. When I see the calendar at the end of the week or the month, I see what I've actually done, and the things that I didn't manage to do are not there, so I don't see them. It sounds a bit delusional for people who like to criticize themselves a lot. I am one of those people, but if you find this delusional, you should try it and see. Because when you move a task, you're not deleting the task that you didn't finish, you're just moving it so you don't see it. You're moving it to another day and you will do it on that day. But it's true, it doesn't fix everything. When I keep moving tasks forward, I don't trust myself anymore, and whenever I have an idea, I don't know if I can do it or not. And that brings me to the second and most important point. Okay. When you keep promising yourself you'll do something and you don't do it, you slowly break that trust with yourself. And that affects your motivation, your goals, and even how you see the future, because you stop believing in your own plans. So think of it like this. There is a version of you that dreams and a version of you that executes. The dreamer can't dream if the executor keeps breaking those promises. It's foggy and I'm really tired, but I'm going because I promised myself and because I have something I'm preparing for that thing that I'm planning. I need to learn some improv, some acting, so I have to go. To rebuild that trust, you need to give realistic promises. When you schedule a task, ask yourself honestly, can I actually do this on that day? If the answer is yes, then treat it as a commitment. And when the day comes, do it because you promised yourself you would. It's about rebuilding that trust in yourself. I did not participate in the shows. I was just an audience. Which is not great for my plans, but I kept my promise. Okay, the promise was not to participate. The promise was to come. So. Hello. If you keep moving the same task, ask why. Is it too hard? Too complicated? If yes, break it into smaller parts. If it can't be split, there's probably fear behind it. Fear of messing it up or fear of not doing it perfectly. Sit down and really study it. Face the fear and remind yourself a not perfect result is always better than no result. My message from this video is that if you feel unproductive or guilty or unsure about yourself, it doesn't mean you're failing, it just means you're working on not a perfect method. So you gotta change how you work and how you're tracking your work. Productivity isn't about doing so much, it's about feeling safe within yourself, meaning trusting that you're capable of doing what you dream to do.